Hello and welcome to the Gemini Rogues. Here we have, what map is it? Killers 05, is it? Oof.
Oof War.
Oof War. And 2-pack Pro is me, Killers 05 is him. And we've got A43s rolling. Russian medium. Give us a bit of detail about these. Why we're rolling into the action, Killers 05.
A43 were designed as a predecessor to the T34. They made a couple of prototypes, but they struggled to finally make it because the Russians just felt that they needed to make production quick, and designing an all new tank from scratch wasn't the way to get as many on the battlefield, so it kind of ceased to exist. It is better than a T34, it's designed to be better than a T34. The tanks we're rolling with have got the 76mm guns on, which give you a little bit more penetration. There's this got a little less extra fire, but it's often compared to the Cromwell, this tank, the A43.
Yeah,
you can see why in this
similar.
video. Mobility is its main asset.
Key, isn't it?
Its armour's probably better than a Cromwell's in a way because it's very well angled, whereas the Cromwell's just a box. Even the Cromwell tank driver at the time didn't like the fact that the Cromwell was a box. The A43's got a little bit more going for it than that. Good fire rate, good mobility. It's just a good solid tank. We're going to see that in this game. I can use that mobility its best. Just over a 3-second reload on the gun, so you can see it's got an excellent DPM. But in a tier 8 match like we're in here, we're pushing this ridge. We're just going to test water, dip his foot in, see what happens. Don't really like what we're seeing at the minute.
There's an awful lot of beasts
the reason we're using this ridge line is we can get out of there quick. We can get out of there if shit hits fan like it's gonna. There's KV4s, there's all sorts up there, Onis, light tanks. Let's get him out of the way.
Yeah, we need him out of the way.
And you can see this is another thing that the Cromwell hasn't got that the A43 has: velocity on a shell.
Very nice.
It's like velocity. An arrow. The Cromwell one times the dirt a bit more, takes a longer time to get to its victim, as we like to call them.
Yeah.
And you can see it's a tier 8 match. We can't go pushing it.
We can't go up
the initiative as much. We're going to look up this hill now. There's all sorts up there.
There's too much up
There's
here.
Onis, KV4s, Jumbo Shermans. Even that we can't penetrate from front, even though it is another tier 6 medium.
T20.
T20 we could penetrate T20, but we'll probably get blown to pieces in the process.
He's got too much cover up there.
We have another look. We think no,
no, it's too much.
Not the best idea. So we're going to go back down, and we noticed that there's a lot of enemy team in that corner.
Yeah, they're pushed around the corner.
That means there's not a lot of enemy team anywhere else. So let's go and take advantage of that. So we use the tank's mobility, and we're going to push towards their cap, their base, and see what stragglers we can pick up our way. Straight away we notice there's a VK36OH and a T28 HTC on the far side.
They do have quite a lot of support snipers on this ridge.
If we can slip in between them through the net, we can do a little bit of damage. And you can see just the mobility of this tank. You can change a match just by manoeuvring. And we're not even worried about heavy tanks in that same tier as us. Keep moving, don't stop and shoot. We need to get we can just don't stop basically.
No,
there's no stopping.
Mobility is a good defence on this beast.
And another A43. And we're going to take his turret.
He's out.
His turret's gone. And the shot's going to whip in straight past. Premium shell from a Tiger 131.
He doesn't really need premium.
Let's just watch this. I mean, the Tiger 131 isn't short of firepower itself.
He's pony me. I do admit, I do draw his fire, so you can sneak behind him.
We're just going to get straight behind him. Tiger's an heavy tank. People say it's a really good heavy tank. It is, but it's not for its armour. Don't play it for its armour because it ain't got much.
Not when you've got two A43s.
Set it on fire and that's it. He's pretty much done with.
Basically showed him, so because we feast
you get tracked by the VK3608.
Yeah, but look at the accuracy
and the fire rate. The velocity, look at the shell. It doesn't loop, it's just straight. It travels straight. I'm going to take care of the artillery. Well, I thought I was taking care of artillery.
Yeah, right.
Tier 8 heavy metal hero artillery.
Team-based game, I just wanted to get in on the action.
I don't even know how you get this kill. Honestly, how that...
I don't know. I think it was just lucky. But obviously skillful as well, but a bit of luck.
And so at this point, we're in cap circle, but we're not actually capping.
We're not capping.
That's not the reason we're in there.
We're not capping.
We've noticed now that his old team has died in the far top corner. We couldn't really do a lot to help them with tier 6 medium tanks in a tier 8 game. KV4 would just absolutely smash through us. So we're going to try and get rid of the little bit of support they've got in this top corner. The T28 HTC is still alive up here.
They're going to start waking up in a minute and realise that we're feasting on them. But Don't forget we're tier 6 in an tier 8 game.
I mean, he's got pretty good armour. I mean, cheeks of the T28s, you say. I mean, how you get the shot in there, I don't know. You just get lucky and hit him in the one spot where you can penetrate it, on the nipple twist, the one damage that you needed to get to kill him. And we're going to head back down and see what we run into, and I think it's pretty much all the enemy team coming back to defend the base.
Yeah, they do come back and try.
Seen 2 tier 6 mediums, I think they're going to feast on us. I think that's what drew them back more than anything. We'll have a bit of that, we'll have a bit of tier 6 medium action.
A little bit of action. I don't realise who they're dealing with, honestly.
First time I'm going to come across is this T20. You can see the fire rate and the accuracy on the gun. The gun's really accurate. Another shot, it's one more to finish him off. He's still not returned fire.
No, I don't.
That's him done.
Sure from you where we were.
So now we're just back up. We get a Boilermaker coming to help us at this point, as well as the light tank. So we've got a fair bit of backup of this. And all our tier 8 heavies seem to think that sitting next to our base circle is the best plan of course of action for this game. And don't seem to want to leave it.
They is defending the base though, you've got to give them that.
There's no one to defend it from.
Oh, they're just making sure it's okay.
We don't really mess with this O8.
No, I do.
If he penetrates through his shot and he's got the top gun, the dirt gun on, we're in trouble.
I think we're one shot.
And this is where I try and get around the back of him. You're firing HE at him in a minute, don't you? Try and hope you can to get a penetrating shot.
I'm trying to get that nipple twist off him, but he just won't touch him.
Took a gamble there, sliding down the side. And this is where the Boilermaker's premium shells come into count. And just when we're going to come up and finish him off, somebody beats us to it.
I was distracting him while you were getting behind him.
So now they're down to 1 tank.
Yeah, I run like a pussy, yeah.
Fatherland. We've already got his Brothers in Arms medal. This is what you were thinking about, weren't you?
Yeah, well,
looking after this.
I'm not getting
killed.
My
God! We don't want to be going face to face. A shell whips across top of me. Oh, I got lucky there.
I took my big boy pants off and
I thought you were going to get in my way here. I honestly thought you were going to pin me to this. Just backed up in time.
Why would I do that? I was running.
I like your tactic here.
I wanted to get into position so I could support Snipe, but unfortunately our team woke up. They're the ones that were defending the base, keeping it snug. They woke up as we were just about to finish him off.
And it's a perfect example of a medium tank with ability. You want to fight your fight on your terms.
Definitely.
Where you don't want it up in hills where it's one face to face with tier 8 heavy, 2 tiers above you. You want it out in open.
Yeah,
you want to be able to manoeuvre around him and use your plus points. Don't fight him on his terms, fight him on yours.
Definitely. Reposition. There's nothing wrong with repositioning.
We're just going to try and... This Boilermaker's thinking, oh my god, there's a 5-line coming for me, but... Just going to try and sneak up and get some shots into the back room.
I like your tactic. You almost drew him out for me, but our team just finished him off in time. Helped us out, really.
Oni. It's a good shot from Oni from that distance, to be
definitely,
fair. We got one more into him before he went out.
Let's have a look at this confetti dropping.
2 tier 6 mediums in a tier 8 match. That killed over half a team.
Oh yeah, we have got 8 between us.
I managed to rack myself a mastery badge up in the process.
As you can see, I was a support medium there. A support medium in a platoon of 2.
So becomes the argument which is a better tank, the Cromwell or the A43?
Yeah, it's very close.
Debate for another day.
It's a very close call, and I do like both. Anyway, that's it. Nice one. Well done, Killers. 05, you is a beast in an A43. And I'm just a support medium.